Hello and welcome, Vault Dwellers, to the Daily Ops Show, a show about the things we love and hate about post-apocalyptic Appalachia. With various topics and nonsense to cover about Fallout 76, here's our host, Beetham.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Ops Show. Tonight we're going to be talking about vendor tips and tricks, how to find good stores, how to make your store look appealing, have good curbside appeal. We're going to be joined today by Stony. Stony, how you doing?
Yo, doing good.
Nice. And Cage, first time on the show, right, Cage?
That's right.
That's right. Welcome.
Glad to be here.
Introduce yourself for a minute, Cage. Where'd you come from?
Well, actually, I came from Xbox. Recently switched. I'm kind of excited to start again. Start fresh.
Right.
It's actually kind of a lot of fun.
You're already $1.55, so you're off to a pretty good start.
Well, I mean, I came with experience, so.
Right. And Cage, what's the biggest difference in your mind? If you had to pick one thing, what's the biggest difference between Xbox and PC MR?
Definitely player community. The trading community, especially, is a lot more, a lot less toxic than on Xbox.
Yeah.
The prices seem a lot more fair. People seem to be actually a whole lot more willing to cut a deal for someone.
Nice. All right. And joining us again, Dagger. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
All right, let's go ahead and climb this fucking giant radio tower. What do you say?
Hell yeah.
I was already sneaking ahead while you guys were talking.
I saw you. Stony was supposed to get moving right after the intro, but... All right, what's the best way to climb this thing? So, Stony, what tips and tricks do you have? Well, let's start with buying. So when you're looking for a vendor, or when you're looking for something, where the hell did you go? What tips and tricks do you have when you're trying to find a good shop to spend some caps at?
Depends what you're looking for. You want to look for high numbers, though. If you want to look for weapons, obviously, go to a camp with a lot of weapons. Look for camps with lots of junk.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, obviously the numbers for the weapons, but
right,
you want
you
3
never know
star.
what's going to be there, so you want more swings, more pulls on the wheel, you know? I have no idea if I'm climbing this thing the right way. I assume up is the correct direction.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Bounced off something.
Yeah, I got my first up.
So, Cage, I know you're fairly new, but what thoughts do you have as far as how to find a good vendor?
How to find a good vendor. Well, first off, I guess it really depends on what you're looking for. For me, when I'm not really looking at anything and I'm just kind of bored, that's what I like to do is I hop around. But usually I'm looking for convenience first. Second, I'm looking for numbers. If they're about 3 caps away, but they only have like a handful of things, I'm still going to check them out. I mean, they're not that far away.
Yeah.
However, if they've got an entire full stock, 23 stars, 50 mods, and 60 notes, plans, whatever, I'm definitely going to check them out no matter what the cap cost is. Because, I mean, you never know it's always a mixed bag. You never know what you're going to find.
Well, whenever you're trying to blow caps, let's say you don't have something particular in mind, what is it that you guys typically look for? Do you look for plans? Do you look for junk? Do you look for weapons? Dagger, are you on the side of a mountain down there?
Yeah, I am. And often I look for, high number of plans, but a big thing for me is junk. Because I want, flux, which is, very popular item in this game and used quite often for ultra sight ammo. So a lot of people overlook the amount of junk you get in there, and miscellaneous can be for things like nuclear key cards, which is if you're trying to get some in a hurry and you can't find the damn cargo bots, well, that's another great thing to look for.
Right, and occasionally you'll find magazines, right? Bobbleheads, things like that.
Yes.
Those kind of things are nice.
Right.
On the rare side, nobody really wants to cough them up, but occasionally.
Yeah, and to get people to come to your camps, right? So when you're looking, you don't really want to go to the camps, as far as I've noticed, with 1 star and a lot of 2-star items, unless you're looking for script. All right, so you look for script, go to those camps, 1-2-star items, because that's what you're gonna find. But when you're trying to look for, lots of weapons, even if they have a lot of 3-star weapons, you see a lot of 1-stars and 2-stars. Often that means they don't know what they're doing. So they're selling you garbage and junk, and probably the rest are too. How long have you been up there, Dab?
I've been up here for a hot minute, man. I'm on the way at the tippy top. I got my tent up here.
Yeah, I'm,
You
I'm
did,
having a hard
dude.
time.
Are you camping without us?
That's right. I was thinking about coming down to the dish. The big dish.
The dish is real. Is a dish out the
No.
good stuff. But yeah, for vending, you don't want to have a bunch of garbage in there, because some people like us that have been playing for a while will tend to avoid that. I'm gonna go to the camp that's got 10 3-stars, 200 plans, and 100 junk, 12 medicine. It's not gonna be a little one of every little thing.
Right. Now, medicine's an interesting one for you to mention, because berry mentats is one thing
Yeah.
that I will buy basically anytime I see them. So that's
At
what
any
I'm-
price, at any
yeah, I do not care. Flux is another thing that I'll go for.
I'm dead.
You dead, Stoney?
Yeah, I fell all the way off.
Oh no, I'm coming. Wow, the whole way down, Stoney.
Yep, I was so close.
I've been
Trying,
stuck on this
I'm
little
coming.
center part.
Oh, yes, I stimmed you in air, in mid-flight.
I'm getting there.
Oh yeah, alright, back up I go.
Call
So,
you PJ.
it turns out up was the correct way to go. Fun fact. Nice. So, how do you guys feel about plans? I am a bit of a plan whore. I've got over 2,500 plans for sale in my shop. Now, if
How
you guys,
many?
Well over 2,500, and I still have.
So how do you end up? Why do you have so many?
So a little inside baseball, and I don't like to tell people this, but there are some schematics out there that have 0 weight, and those schematics I will hoard, not because I intend to sell them, but because they don't take any space up in my stash box. And I don't know if I'm gonna make this. Hold on. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Because they don't take any space up in my stash box, and I can just keep accumulating them to add to my total. So a lot of them are 0 weight plans that I just have shitloads of duplicates of. So I mean, and I find that one way, because you want to pump the numbers, right? Everybody who comes to your shop is coming to spend money, right? That's what they're
Mostly
there to
plans and weapons, right? Would
So-
we all agree on that one? Especially even Cage coming from Xbox.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can agree on that one.
do, right? So if you get low weight items of any kind that you can put up for sale that will attract people, because remember, they can't see what you have, right? And I'm not trying to tell you to dupe people. I'm trying to get you to get people in the door. If you only have one weapon for sale, even if it's a 2-star explosive whatever, or 2-shot explosive whatever, nobody's gonna come, because that's the only thing you're selling. Nobody's gonna show up. But if you have, let's say you've been saving all of your switchblades, they weigh like 0.5 pounds each or whatever, right? You got like a shitload of 3-stars. They're not taking up much weight in your stash box, and you can put them up for sale for more than they're worth, so nobody ever buys them. But you can inflate your numbers to make sure people do come to buy the things that you do want to sell.
Yeah, because I'm sure you probably have a few good items, and some people won't necessarily come for those few good items if you're
Right.
trying to make some money, and they'll sell, unless you got the numbers to prove it.
Right? Nobody wants your suppressor's reduced weight switchblade, but it costs you nothing to have it there, and it gets people to come in the door. And the first rule about any business is you got to get people in the door.
Are you guys coming up here?
Are you right
Cage?
down there,
Oh,
guys?
Cage
I'm
got up here.
trying.
Cage is most
Cage-
of the time.
I'm struggling here.
He's a level 155, and you've
He's
got you
out
up
doing
here.
stone. He's
Boy,
been up here the
yeah.
whole time.
I have never attempted to climb this giant array.
Oh yeah.
This is
No,
my first time.
me neither. Actually, I think the only
I
time
didn't
I've
even
ever
look
been
at
up
me.
here, I fast traveled up.
Oh, I gotta go up higher.
Yeah, you
Jeez.
made it. That's the halfway mark, buddy. It's actually pretty easy from there.
You can take an awesome photo from
Yeah,
straight
there's
up
some great. We're gonna have to. We'll take a great group photo up here once everybody's up.
when Stoney gets up here.
Yeah. So yeah,
Hey,
so
man, you
reduced
just do the
weight.
competition.
Is this
Reduced.
episode going to be an hour long with
Yeah,
Stony?
yeah,
Trying to
with
get up here?
Stony. Christ, I thought this was gonna be quick.
Oh
But
no!
but if you
No!
get if you
Oh,
get
he's going to
oh,
pass him.
now Cage is gone. Bye,
Oh, I
Cage.
fell. He pushed me off.
Oh, good, good. Stony got third after all. What do you know?
That's awesome.
Ah,
That's great. You got to give him the laugh emote, Stony.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, for sure. There it is. Yes. Oh, that was nice. Oh, you guys are rude. All right, so reduced weight weapons that are already light are great to keep in your store.
Absolutely.
Make sure you mark them up to the point where nobody else is going to want to buy them. Right? They're there to inflate your numbers. Zero weight plans, or plans in general, are pretty light. If you can get a stockpile of plans, people will come by and look at those. And any weightless armor, if you put lighter or ultralight on it, you can keep those in there too. So you can get some nice 3-star ultralight weightless armor, and that will help boost your numbers. So I think those are some good tips.
I would also...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, what I've always noticed is if I can find low-level vendors, there's a lot of positives to going to low-level vendors. Let's start off with something nice, right? If you buy something from them, or even if you buy something pretty cheap from somebody, you're helping a low level out. Caps are cheap. They're starting out, make them, woohoo, make a sale. They're excited. So that's a good thing. Second, I know that I have gotten some pretty awesome stuff from low level players who didn't know what they had.
Right.
So in a kind of more like
Greedy
Mr.
kind of
Burns,
way. Stony,
excellent.
don't do it again. Stony, no! Oh god, okay. I thought you were
kind of way, you get like excited, like, oh, they don't even know that they shouldn't be selling this for 100 caps. Like I got one of those awesome, I got 2 rare jumpsuits. The White Springs before it was not rare, and it was everybody's thing, and I got that for 100 caps, which at the time was, name your price, because it wasn't ever around. And there was one other one that's got me looking through my stash that I found again for 100 caps and was just remarkable.
right, let's Stony, be careful, will you? Let's line up for a group photo while you're talking, Dag.
All right. Well, I'm looking through the stash, but yeah, I'll come up for that.
Don't just stand there, bust a move.
All right. Is this line up?
Yeah, just get on the scene there. What do you think we should? What should be our theme, guys?
Should we all jump? Do we all have jumping?
Oh yeah, I have a jumping one, and then I can get the camera so that we're all. This will be the thumbnail too. Y'all have a jumpers? Oh, Cage may not.
Nah, I don't have it.
All right, no jumping. All right, what else do we have? I don't really like any of these for this. You know what? Salute's okay.
We got the behind the back. Oh yeah, I guess salute. Oh, that all works. We're all.
All right. Yeah. Let me get a little bit further up, so we can get a little more of the background. So when I add the strength and stuff, you can see.
I actually like the light on my head. I think it looks awesome. This is one of the best things they put in this game. I know we're supposed to be talking about Vending, but everybody, But low level camps, check them out. Cheap prices for awesome things. I think maybe Stony, Dab, and Cage. Maybe you guys got some stories of some stuff you scored for cheap.
I got recently. Well, like last month or so, I picked up an anti-armor fire rate AP Redux handmade for like 500 caps. Like something completely
Get out
ridiculous.
of here! Wow.
Yeah, which was amazing. I know Cage just today.
I was wondering if we were going to talk about. Yeah, I picked up a Legacy Gatling, not Gatling, sorry, plasma gun. For 1,000 caps.
That's nuts.
Out of a player vendor. And a few days ago, I got a pepper shaker plan for 2,000.
That's nuts too. Those things are rares. Rares all get
Again,
out.
sometimes
Yep.
But yeah, that Stony. You ever find anything for like ridiculously low price? Somebody, didn't know what they had, or
it's pretty rare that I come across stuff for low prices, but I tend to sell everything I get, regardless of its status, for pretty cheap, just to get it sold.
I just noticed that armor has a a jawbone on a cage.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, underneath your mouth there's like an alligator jawbone or
Oh,
something.
no kidding. It does, huh? That's cool.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap it up here, fellas. Thank you for joining me in this episode of the Daily Ops Show. You guys want to... Oh, Dagger just left. Okay.
Nope, I'm still here.
Oh, you're still here. All right, say goodbye, fellas.
All right, take
Bye.
it easy, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Adios.
Catch you on the next one.
Thanks once again for tuning into our broadcast. If you enjoyed our show, please give us a good old-fashioned Vault Boy thumbs up by hitting that like button. If you really enjoyed the show, please subscribe. If you'd like to meet the cast, visit our Discord, link in the doobly-doo below. Please leave your questions, comments, concerns, and emotional outbursts in the comments section. Please join us next week for another radioactive episode of the Daily Ops Show. Stay safe out there, Wastelanders.